Hi friends, welcome to First Studies YouTube channel. This is continuation to my playlist GitHub Copilot CLI for beginners. This is part 2. This is a quick start video. In this video, you will get GitHub Copilot CLI installed, signed in, and also verified if everything is working correctly or not. The prerequisites for this video is obviously the GitHub account with the Copilot access. These links I will provide where you can go and validate or maybe enroll for the Copilot access, guys. What is Copilot access means basically? The GitHub Copilot CLI need active Copilot subscription. So what is that means? What is the Copilot subscription means? Basically, GitHub as a provider, they came up with this Copilot, which is GitHub Copilot product, right? Which is a AI-powered coding assistant. So we need to subscribe to it. So that is what called Copilot subscription. You can check the status by clicking this link, github.com/settings.copilot. So I have already see if you see this right. For me, I can see that there is a active subscription. So similarly, you guys should have active subscription. If not, please subscribe to it via student or teacher account as well. So you will get a free access actually with that. So going back to my OneNote. And you will see either of these options, right? So I either Copilot individual, Copilot business, enterprise, education, something you will see. And this GitHub education kind of a category is basically free for verified students and teachers actually. Or maybe your company might have already taken a access for you guys. So you guys may have a Copilot enterprise license already for the Copilot subscription. Then the installations. So basically, we can go with the two types of installation. One is we can directly use the GitHub code spaces. Assume that it's a development environment online by default, where you no need to install anything. Everything will be taken care already. The local installation means something on your system, you can install it. So what you can do is you can fork this repository. There is a one repository which we can fork, and maybe via that repository we can create a code space there, and maybe there we can try the GitHub Copilot CLI as well. Okay, so this is officially provided repository which we can fork. So if I go to browser, I have this. See, this is the repository where you have so many folders, so many sample projects there. You can fork that. So you can hit this fork button to fork this repository in your GitHub account. And once you fork that repository into your GitHub account, like how I did it, so here under the code option, you will have a local where you can download this whole code as a zip, or you can go to the code spaces and ideally it should show you a button there to create a code space from the main branch here. So I already created a code space, so you just need to click that button. Once you click that, it will open Visual Studio Code, like how what you are seeing right now, and all the projects, whatever you see there, right? If, for example, especially under the samples, you see a lot of book app project. Basically, we will use this project to play with this GitHub Copilot CLI course videos, basically. So everything is preloaded for you, and you have a terminal there. Maybe from here, maybe you can enter a Copilot command to start the Copilot and work with the Copilot from there. But I will not do that. So we will go via a local installation path. So I would suggest you to download that whole repository as a zip. So this repository as a zip into your local and unzip that in some location. So for example, under the C drive demo, I have unzipped it and kept it there. So maybe I will open one of the project from here. I may open this one, samples book app project. So I may open this project in the terminal, and that's where I will run the Copilot. Okay, so download this and unzip this, keep it in your system ready. Uh, then next step is local installation, right? So that is about a code spaces part where you don't install anything, automatically it will come. You just need to start the code space. But in the local installation, you can use these commands. If you have a Node.js install, you can use this one across the platforms, which is npm install -g github/copilot. On Mac OS or Linux, you can use this. In Windows, I use Windows OS, so I may use winget install github.copilot. So I have already ran this command in my command prompt. So what you need to do, you need to go there and you need to maybe open your terminal with some location, and maybe there you can write that command of installing local, right? So this one, winget install GitHub Copilot. So you just type that command, it will install automatically. I did for me already, so I won't do that. So now next thing is the authentication part, right? So once you open the terminal window, so Copilot installed, maybe you can restart the terminal. Once you open that, what you can do, you can try this Copilot command to start the GitHub Copilot CLI actually. And when you do that, uh, first time you need to log in with your GitHub account first so that the Copilot will get access. And when you try to log in, it will basically prompt you to enter some code by clicking some link. And once you enter that code, it will complete the authorization and sign in part basically. So if I go back here, so this is my terminal, right? So if I try to say here Copilot, so the moment I enter the Copilot command, it will try to open the GitHub Copilot CLI and it will ask whether you can trust this folder. I will say yes, trust that folder. Now, this is where I should actually try this login slash login command. When you try that command, it will ask me to choose a URL, github.com URL we should choose. And that is the moment it will ask you to open this URL and enter this code there to authenticate yourself or to authorize yourself to the Copilot CLI. That is something we should do. I have already did that. So, and that's what the flow I explained here. So this is how the flow will go. And once that is done, you can test the Copilot CLI. So what I will do in my another terminal, I have already connected and in the demo folder under the samples book app project I have already opened. So if I go there, right, this is the book app project which I have already opened. It's a Python project. So on top of this project, I opened CLI already. So GitHub Copilot CLI already using a Copilot command and slash login to login. I did all that already. Now I can test this, right? So I can test and verify whether things are working correctly or not. So what I can say, maybe hello, tell me how you can help me. So let me type this. Hello, tell me how can you help me? So I'm asking Copilot that in the interactive mode, right? And the moment I type that, it will try to give some response back. It is as if like you are having a chat, right? So you can see that it is, hey, hi, I'm GitHub Copilot CLI and a AI-powered coding assistant, blah, blah, blah. So it is basically helping me or it is basically responding me. Now let's ask about this project itself. What is this project currently? So I will ask that. So what does this samples bookap project bookap.py do? So I'm asking that what is that Python file basically do? So let's try that. So basically, if you are sensing, I'm asking in a plain English something to the GitHub Copilot CLI about my code, and it is basically trying to analyze the whole code. It reads the 98 lines of the code there. From there, it is telling you have this command, you have this command, this is what is happening. Basically, I'm not going to read this everything. Basically, it is able to respond you. So, a intelligent, as I said in my previous video, right? Somebody, a knowledgeable colleague sitting with you and trying to help you with all your queries related to code and etc. Right? That's what actually happening. So that's it in this video. We are good with the installation. We are good with, and there is one thing, if you want to exit, then you need to use this slash exit command to come out of that and come out back into the terminal or the PowerShell or the command prompt, right? So that is the command. So we basically understood how to install we're using a winget command or maybe code spaces, and then how to access the Copilot using a Copilot command itself in the CLI and a slash login to log in into the to authenticate yourself to the Copilot and start using it, right? So this is good. In from our next video, we will practically see the concepts around the GitHub Copilot CLI itself. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.